Dr. Coulter, why don't you come on in and join us because we're about to see a dramatic operation that more than 2,000 people have every year. I'm talking about a heart transplant, and coming up... Welcome back. It's been 43 years since the first human-to-human heart transplant, and since then, thousands of people with irreversible heart conditions have been given a new lease on life, people much like our friend Wanda.
Hello?
They told me this morning that a heart was available.
We got a heart.
I've had heart disease for about 10 years. I am usually a very active person. The symptoms got worse, then I couldn't do anything. I felt really bad. I'm really ready to get it over with so I can have my life back.
You have to coordinate all this, and it is always a bit of a high wire act because of the time the heart actually arrives in the operating room. We're ready to remove the old heart and implant the new.
Opening this donor, our surgeon found multiple masses. This is the first time in my career and in Dr. Fraser's career that we've ever turned down a heart because of cancer. So for Wanda, once she wakes up from anesthesia, it will obviously be disappointing.
So Wanda got called twice, sent home twice, which we know was hugely disappointing. And joining us again is Dr. Stephanie Coulter, a cardiologist from the Texas Heart Institute in Houston. And that's where Wanda had her heart transplant. And you didn't do her transplant, but you're familiar with her situation. 2 false starts. So what happened?
It's good to get it right. I mean, it's serious stuff, so you don't want to put in a bad heart. And all the technology available isn't as good as the surgeon looking at the donor heart and deciding this one's good, this one's not good. And so there are technical factors that weigh in on that, but it's his job to make sure he gives somebody the best chance at survival. If that even
you don't want to transplant a defective heart.
No.
Before the transplant, Wanda's odds of survival.
Well, she'd been quite ill for a long time, and her functional class was quite low, so her odds of living unsupported by any other mechanical devices were less than 25%
Which is
in a year. You know.
Why transplants are so very, very important.
Right.
Well, Wanda teetered on the edge of life waiting for the perfect heart, but just 5 months ago, she received the final call.
This heart comes from a young donor. Open the chest and examine the heart. So everything looks good, it's fairly. So we proceed.
Wanda got the telephone call. I was excited. The third time's a charm.
I have a lot of people praying for me, so I have no fear whatsoever. I'm just excited. It would mean so much. It will give her her life back and just everything that she used to do before she was sick.
15 minutes since 3 o'clock, so I'm just waiting patiently to see what happens. I'm going to leave her in there for a little while. So everything went well. So we're off to a good start, and she took it hard.
I'm just thankful that we are the recipients of the donor. I will always be eternally grateful for that.
Ladies and gentlemen, right now, joining us via Polycom is the one and only Wanda. Wanda, welcome to the show.
Thank you.
How are you feeling?
I feel great.
You look great.
Yes, you look
really
fantastic. How was your recovery after the surgery?
Long and slow, but good.
Good. How are you feeling now as compared to before?
I feel much better. I can breathe much better.
You can breathe much better. That's great.
And stick with us, Wanda. I want to explain to everyone at home how these heart transplants make sense. And we have a quick animation if you walk us through it, Dr. Coulter. This is a heart pre-transplant.
And what the surgeon does is he cuts the attachments from the old heart, takes it out, and then that's where 4 and 6 are, and then he hooks on the new heart to the old blood vessels. It's really kind of simple surgery compared to a lot of other cardiac surgical procedures that are done.
So, it's all relative when we say simple. It's basically plumbing. You're unhooking
you unhook
the plumbing, and you're hooking it back up to a new heart.
You cut the blood vessels, you cut the atria, you sew them back on, you don't touch the pumping chambers.
But even though it sounds simple, because like with Wanda's recovery, she said as long as things like they have to be on immunosuppressants so that they don't reject the heart.
So heart transplant is serious stuff, because remember, you're putting another person's organ into your body, and that can cause rejection. Women are at greater risk of rejection than men, and so Wanda's actually had an episode or two of rejection, which requires that she take very powerful chemotherapy-type drugs in order to push down the immune response that's a normal mechanism to an artificial, person in your body.
Wanda, someone told you that you're going to start feeling something about your new heart. You want to tell us about that?
Yes, I met a transplant lady named Hazel. She's 15-year transplant. She told me that when I start feeling one with my heart, then I'll start feeling better. When my heart, the new heart starts feeling more of a part of me. And now I understand what she's saying. I'm beginning to feel more one person now than I was at first.
Well, Wanda, the next time we see you, I want it to be face-to-face, okay?
Okay.
All right.
So we'd like to see you face-to-face, and congratulations. Best of continued success to you. Dr. Coulter, thank you for joining us this morning. We appreciate it.